Hello and welcome to Access Allowed. I have said this a lot of times on the show that the guest today is my favorite content creator. But today I want to mean it. And more than my favorite content creator, I will say I'm obsessed with several characters. These characters have creeped into my real life. My friends keep telling me that I use Billy Masi in my in my conversations a lot. Every time I try to assert something and try to make an impact with the conversation, I try and become Billy Masi for no reason whatsoever. So, Kusha, welcome to Access Allowed. This is a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Right in the beginning, I want to say that I'm so proud of you because I was at that. If I'm not getting this right, this was the Vogue Women of the Year.
Beauty Awards.
Yeah, the Vogue Beauty Awards, which I was at, and I remember this. Breaking a myth, because in Bollywood, when an award show happens, the people who come in as guests don't really sit there forever. People come in like
Yeah.
10 minutes before their award. They sit there for 10 minutes, do their clapping, smiling, and all of that, and then they get their award and they bounce. But I remember, Kusha, everybody stayed till the end. This is the one that you hosted.
Thank you so much. When you say this, it really makes me very, very happy. And it's a great start to this interview already, or this chat. I don't want to call it an interview, it's a chat. It's like two friends talking. But that was the first time we met face to
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
When you expressed that, listen, and you're such a good orator yourself, and you said that, listen, you killed. And I said, really, you think so? And you know that I was shaking, I was nervous, but at the same time, it felt good to be somebody who was really not from that universe and still
Yeah.
come and sort of command that little space. Extremely thankful to Vogue, who could see that I could do this. They had more faith in me than I had in myself.
When we used to watch award shows before, there was a certain sense of like, taking a dig at the other person. That was funny, like genuinely, right? And we lost that in a while because, people were like, everyone's getting offended for no reason.
पहले ना ये closed rooms में होता था. अब क्या होता है ना, it's all digital.
Yeah.
Everything is online for everyone to scrutinize. And while the person who's been made fun of and the person who is making fun, they both might be very, very well meaning.
Yeah.
What can be deduced of it by other people and how it can be sort of shaped, how narratives can be changed.
Correct.
That's what people are scared of. I'm very scared nowadays. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have to be very, very honest. I'm very, very scared. I really think a joke 5 times before I actually crack it. And I understand because the world is obviously going through a very tough time. Like, we don't realize that क्या हो गया है हमारे साथ, it's sometimes I wake up and I'm almost like ये क्या हो गया, what is really happening, is this really happening? And it is happening. So obviously people are trying to make jokes that are more relatable, that are more in the space where people are like, okay, yeah, this has happened with me, instead of that this person is lame, let's laugh at him, ha 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 ha. That's not, I think, what people want to do. I was recently roasted in some video, and I know I felt pretty bad about it. That put a lot of things in perspective for me also, that maybe when although like my comedy has always been punching up, I feel like when we were making the South Delhi series also, a lot of people are like, you're stereotyping South Delhi women. I was like, I'm stereotyping rich women, who are like sitting at the height of privilege.
When this happens, how does that make you feel? Because when that guy made that video, I'm not even remembering that guy's name, but it's fine. I don't think he deserves it. But what did that make you feel? Because it was so trivial and stupid, some of these things that were being said.
I am a big believer of discourse. I'm a big believer of conversation. I'm a big believer that if somebody has made a mistake, let's give them the room to apologize. But once they've apologized, how many times can you drag somebody for doing something wrong? We are humans. We are bound to make mistakes. So respect to all the people in the equation. That's what I wanted to do. And I respected everybody as much as I wanted to and as I could. And as much as my learnings in therapy allowed me. Because after a while, when you're like, why? I would turn off the camera. I was like, no, I'm being too kind. But it's important. It's important. Especially the place that you hold, you're supposed to do better with your space. You're supposed to do continuously better.
Are we ready to talk about ghost stories? Because see, and on one side, it definitely is a great opportunity, because working with Karan, I'm sure, is a huge opportunity for anybody for that matter, right? Yeah. But I have to tell you, when I was really excited for that movie, okay? But also, listen, knowing him, I didn't know what he was going to do as a part of a horror series. But I was excited, but I was like, this is on a different spectrum altogether, would be one of the most horrifying things that I have seen.
The whole thing is basically that somebody tweets said, I don't know about this girl, but she sure is thick. And I was like, this is the tweet that makes sense. Some guy had said that I'm thick, and I was like, that's fine. I like it. I mean, I'm sure like there is so much more that's going to come my way, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have to be grateful for what's come your way. And I've reviewed this movie as a part of
I know on YouTube. I saw it. Yeah.
So yes, I'm all for jokes. I'm all for like fun sort of little cheeky comments.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have to be done in a manner which doesn't completely dismiss you as a person.
Yeah.
So you can make all the jokes. I understand. I understand that I was this over enthusiastic person who's probably on crack and be like, hey, tera
I remember this very well. But tell me, I have realized that all of us, for some reason, probably because of the people that we are surrounded with and the kind of upbringing we had, I think to a certain level, we are all ready to take a certain joke on ourselves, right? We can laugh at ourselves. We can, deal with trolls and stuff like that. But, sometimes the hate can be so much on social media. It can sometimes, especially personally or mentally, when you're on the edge, that's when it really hits you. Like the other day, I usually never respond to trolling or hate on social media, whatever, even if I wake up to it. But the other day I was in such a bad place and I saw something and I was like I wanted to slap that person. How do you deal with it? Because do you have times when you're like, I want to be dignified and not respond, but do you have a moment when you want to lash out?
Yeah, I feel like definitely lockdown, for instance, really put a lot of things in perspective for me.
Yeah.
Like the time I spend on social media, the time I spend obsessing over comments, over views, over likes. And as much as I've always said that my self-worth will never come from these places, the lockdown has been especially hard in the sense that that is all there is to look forward to every day in your life. It is social media, it is the news, it is the tweets, it is everything.
Poor thing, your husband, what nonsense. You have to look forward to your husband also, yeah?
I mean, but how much I can look forward to? There has to be a limit, okay? And we also live very individual lives because our jobs are very different and we're very, very mindful of each other's space at the same time.
Yeah.
But I've definitely I've tried to get back to therapy, because even looking for a therapist takes time. Even therapy hunting takes time, finding that right therapist for you. So mental health is very, very important. But at the same time, I was talking to a senior creator who I won't name this person, but they said that why should we be always okay with these comments? Sometimes it's okay to stand up for yourself. Sometimes it's okay to tell them, hey, listen, dude, I'm going through a rough patch. So maybe cut me some slack and not come at me so strongly. So at the same time, I feel sometimes it's okay to say that, hey, please calm your tatas, bit calm your tatas. And
when you sort of promote a movie or collaborate, we've all been there. I don't know the number of movies that I've promoted on my show, but there's a part where you can look like a sellout, right? Because sometimes people don't really understand, but that is the intention of the person coming on your show or your platform, or when they're collaborating with you because they're coming to promote the product that they're supposed to put out in the market, which is their movie. So you have to sort of make sure that you create content in such a way that it's basically product placement. It's basically working with a brand. You have to integrate a product in it seamlessly and make it look like, oh no, it's not about this product, but look at this product also.
We fight with agents, we fight with managers, we fight with agencies. Nobody will ever get to know about that.
Yeah.
But I fight so much with brands. I will be like, प्लीज आप आप समझिए ना, टीओटी पे ब्रांडिंग डालेंगे तो नहीं चलेगा ना, एंगेजमेंट नहीं आएगी ना. आप समझिए ना, अगर एक्टर ये लाइन बोलेगा तो अच्छा लगेगा ना, मतलब थोड़ा समझिए. I'm always trying to tell them that we cannot do something that's a disservice to the audience. It cannot be a disservice, okay? And that's the whole idea. We did something with Kangana during Judgmental Hai Kya, and we tried to make it as much as I could for her. I could present her in the best possible way.
Listen, I was talking to a few female content creators the other day, and somebody, Sejal, who's a content creator from Delhi, she told me about sexism that sort of prevalent in the creator community too. I hadn't heard about that before, but it was an eye-opener for me because I didn't really know that that existed there, because I thought it was a level playing field. Have you ever faced anything in your community?
There is a certain level, certain degree of sexism when it comes to feedback to women creators and feedback to male creators. If a male creator has done something problematic, he would at best be, they would actually comment on his work. When it comes to female reactions to female choices of abuses and words are used, lot of objectification happens, lot of words are thrown around, a little bit of vulva, a little bit of that, halwa, all of that. And imagine if you and I in a sophisticated setting can't say those words. That's what I think. If you won't be able to say these things to my face, why comment those things? If the feedback is going to be about my face and my body or my hatni lag rahi hu, so I might as well go and make content in the zoo. Okay, like this is not making sense any longer. This is some other situation altogether. I earlier didn't block people from my profile. I started blocking people. It's fantastic.
Well done, you.
Everybody should just block the person out, because if they're not giving constructive feedback, they're going to make sure that every time they eclipse your content and with their presence. So might as well block them. They can make a new profile and then they'll block it again.
Okay, listen, I've asked a lot of questions already. There are a few fan questions, 2-3 of them. Your fans will send these questions. First one's from Jimmy Invite. Okay, he's asking, have you ever had an actor who was difficult during the collaboration? How do you manage?
No, I have such fantastic memories with everybody. And here maybe I should speak about Sushant, because I've actually collaborated with him on something. And I remember he was so amused throughout, because a lot of times actors are just like, ye kya kar rahe hain? Who are these people? What is this world? So he was really, really amused, and he just did. He was so well at improv. So maybe I should just talk about how amazing he was to work with in the little time that I had with him. But everybody has been fantastic. I remember when we worked with Vicky Kaushal, he gave 2 takes, and nobody has that kind of time during promotions, but he did.
I remember watching that collaboration that you did with Priyanka during Sky is Pink, if I'm wrong.
Oh my God!
Can I please hear that what I don't remember what the line before was, but then you rhymed it with Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
I was like, boom Shankar, ye aa gaya hai hamara Diwali ka bonus, Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Like that.
It was fab. I could not it for so long.
So much of it was improv. I mean, so many actors. Oh yes, so many actors are. I didn't write her answers. Who needs to give Priyanka Chopra answers? She did everything. Even with Kangana, oh my God, when I was working with Kangana Ranaut, at one point she goes like, "Dekhiye ma," and I went like this, and that expression is real. उन्होंने मुझे इतना मतलब क्या कहते हैं झंझोड़ के रख दिया था उस मोमेंट में. She's also fantastic. She was.
I'd imagine nothing less from her. Remy.reco.yas is asking, what was the funniest reaction your husband had to your video? Any of your video?
I was recently I did this insider roast, okay, where like a bunch of comics roasted me, which was the best thing ever.
Oh my God, I need to watch this.
It isn't online yet, but there was a joke in there which I think might have happened at some point in our lives, which was कि एक बार जोरावर सुबह उठ के आता है. आकाश गुप्ता ने मारा था joke. एक बार जोरावर सुबह उठ के आता है, वो बाहर आता है, and he sees the house help and he goes like, "Good morning, baby," and the house help goes like, "क्या कर रहे हैं भैया?" and he's like, "कुशाद चुप कर, acting मत कर." He's like, because I do so many characters. There are times, and so it's really just me, my husband and Rahima in the house, who's recently had to leave the village because of lockdown. And these two people get so amused when they look at me. Sometimes Rahima will come and I'll have a muchi on my face and she's like, "Didi, aap aaj kya kar rahe ho? Ye humko aap batate bhi nahi ho." And I'll be like, "Ye hai na, aap samjho." She forget Zorawar. She has the funniest reactions. There are times when she's just left the house because she's just been like, "Didi, aap kar kya rahe ho? Like, what are you doing?" Masi and other Riyaz, and Didi's like, "Kya Didi, kya pyaz? What? Kya bol rahe ho aap?"
That was your fan questions. Now the last segment of the show is called Quickie. Quickie is quick questions, and it's a glorified different name for rapid fire because I can't handle those trolls again. Okay.
I'm not into boys like Karan, Arjun, Parjun, Tarjun. I'm more like Rajveer or Karanveer or even like Sahavir. Are you listening? Oh, what body part? My booty. Most proud of. मतलब ये जो आपने एक बातों की एक आग और एक फ्यूरी है, बहुत मजा आया मुझे इसमें. दूसरी बात, आपके नाम का मतलब क्या है?
What body part are you the most proud of?
Oh, what body part? My booty. Most proud of.
Well done. We're off to a great start. Okay, what was the most rebellious thing you did as a teenager?
I remember I used my father's razor to sort of get rid of my muttu. Just liya kara, mummy कहती, what has happened to you? And I was like, nothing. Everything is the same, mummy. Nothing has changed. I'm perfect.
That is quite rebellious. I love it. Say something sexy in a South Delhi accent.
Honestly, you're making me do this. I'm not into boys like Karan, Arjun, Parjun, Tarjun. I'm more like Rajveer or Karanveer or even like Sahavir. Are you listening? Looking at you.
with a farm in Chhatarpur.
With a farm in Chhatarpur. Listen, I live in a 2 BHK in Gurgaon, so this is my reality.
But you are playing a character. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your husband's pet name for you?
Kiki. Kiki. That Kiki. So before it was mainstream, my name was Kiki. Yeah.
My God, did you make that trend happen?
No, yeah.
Announce it.
I can say, of course.
Yeah. You just take the credit. Yeah, it's fine. How are they going to figure out anyway?
Yeah. I'm sure somebody sitting in Gurgaon inspired somebody who's like the mogul and the king of like pop music. Think of like, oh, I must use what these two stupid people in a relationship are using.
What is your favorite cuss word?
That's what I use.
Do a celebrity impression.
तुम्हें कोई हक नहीं बनता कि तुम इतनी खूबसूरत लगो. Not fair. Hallelujah.
Did that hater call you Kareena Kapoor and the other? Something like that, no?
Yeah. Yeah, Kareena Kapoor lied, but that I brought myself. I brought that onto myself. So nothing to him. I can do an Amrish Puri impersonation also.
We must hear.
Simran. Jile apni zindagi Simran. These impersonations I enjoy more.
I get it. I do not know. My system doesn't have ways to react to these things sometimes. And finally, what is a lie you recently told? Yeah.
That I'm fine. That I'm okay. When clearly I'm not.
Why has it suddenly gotten so dark?
Social media is a lie. We all perform for our social media. So I'm trying to bring that performing to like a bare minimum where I'm just like really, really authentic and honest about what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going through some stuff, but I'm working on it. So yeah.
Are you being serious? You were just sugarcoating with comedy?
Yeah, always. Why do you think I do comedy? It's always to sort of get over that paralyzing self-doubt and other fears and insecurities. Most comics have.
Yeah, I think everyone is at somewhere or the other. Everyone's sort of like trying to battle something and just like covering it up with something or a character or a role.
Absolutely.
Hiding behind the mask, as they say it.
Yeah, but we all need to do better. We all need to sort of pull ourselves up. And this is the reason why we're both having this lovely conversation to bring a smile to everyone's faces.
Yes. Although your sleeves are down, we must pull ourselves up. I love it.
Yeah, the entire duration of the interview, it came here. Then I'm trying to bring it here. So like, yeah.
I love the off shoulder. I like the peeping collarbones. I love all of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kusha. This was such a wonderful conversation. I really needed this. I didn't know I needed this much, but I laughed a lot. It was This has been a existing week and not a great one at it. But I needed this. I had a good laugh.
Can I say two things? One
Yeah.
is a question, one is a compliment. Love the fire in the background. जो आपने ये आग लगाई है for effect. Please, I am acknowledging it because somebody needed to acknowledge it. मतलब ये जो आपने एक बातों की एक आग और एक फ्यूरी है, बहुत मजा आया मुझे इसमें. दूसरी बात, आपके नाम का मतलब क्या है?
See, the thing is, I grew up in Kerala, right? So
Yes.
for a long part of my life, I didn't really know what it meant, and which is very common in Kerala because most names doesn't have a meaning there. My name didn't have a meaning, and then I googled it one day, and there was no meaning for some reason. There was only a tablet, which apparently was a pill for like cardiovascular diseases called Renal, and I believed it because my mom works in medicine. So I was like, oh, it makes sense. She didn't have anything for it. But now recently, my best friends have figured out that it apparently means King of Kingdom Child.
King of Kingdom Child.
Yeah.
What in the world does that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds cool. But so these days, I'm going with that.
In any scenario, Renal, you are the leader, and you must embrace and cherish that.
Oh, I think it's an irony against like aging. You know, you are a king, but you're a child at heart. Like, you know, you have youth inside you.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't had anything inside me in a while. I'm rambling now.
Yeah. No, but this is great. And now I know the meaning of Renal, which is great. Everybody knows the meaning now.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kusha. Thank you for coming on Access Allowed. At the end of every episode of Access Allowed, we do something called AA virtual hug, which is the new normal for everybody during the lockdown.
Yeah.
So you come in for a hug, the camera, and we'll take a screen grab. No, little more.
Okay, hold held.
Perfect. Got
Looked at all the pores on my skin. Looked fantastic.
it.